Afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Birmingham Wildlife Conservation Park for the latest in our Wednesday Facebook Live videos. And continuing our alphabet-y theme, we're on week 3 of our alphabet theme. So we're up to C, and C is very much obviously for capybara. So today we will just focus on our 3 girlies, our little group of capybara. So if you've got any questions, feel free to please send them in, and I will do my best to answer them for you. Otherwise I will ramble on as ever. So yes, capybara. We'll get straight into the nitty-gritty of it. Capybara are a species of rodent found in South and Central America. So they are the world's largest species of rodent, and they are in the guinea pig family, which you can see from their kind of body shape and their head shape and things like that. They very much are moulded in the shape of a guinea pig. Hi Mary, hi Sue, good to see you watching today. So yeah, like I say, these guys are in the guinea pig family, the largest species of rodent in the world. I think the next one down is the beavers. They're and these guys are obviously quite a bit bigger than a beaver. So yes, they definitely qualify as the largest. So yes, like I say, capybara are found in South and Central America. They're found more in kind of wetland habitats and things like that. They are adapted for that as well, because they do actually have slightly webbed feet, which I will try and have a look at. Don't know if you can see that there, but they do have slightly webbed feet, and they are very good swimmers. So just move on to a different one. They are very good swimmers, and they use those webbed feet to help them move through kind of their wetland habitat, and things like that. We offer them a pool here because they do like a swim, even in the winter. They will sometimes pop in there. So yeah, they are very well adapted for that, and they do enjoy a good swim. Hi guys, good to see you watching. Hi Sarah, Matt, Andy, Sam, Richard, nice to see you all. Yeah, they always look like they're scheming, according to my partner. She always thinks that they always look like they're scheming and they're up to something. So yeah, they definitely look like they're mulling over the issues of the world, Andy. Totally agree with you on that. So they are fairly vocal, actually, Sam. You might hear them if they decide to. Don't know if you can hear that little kind of clicking they're making at each other. They aren't squeaky like a guinea pig, but yeah, they do make these kind of little contact calls. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's coming through on the video. Hopefully you can hear it. Oh. Hello. So yeah, hopefully you can hear that now. Just that little clicky noise. I haven't got anything, it's a phone. That's all it is. That's all it is. Me? Quite confident, as you can see. They don't eat rabbits, Matt. You know they don't eat rabbits. So yeah, the diet in the wild's mainly kind of vegetation and tubers and things like that. We feed them here a special guinea pig pellet, and then we supplement that with dried grass, and they get veg as well, so they get carrot, broccoli, swede, all that kind of thing as well. So yeah, the hair is quite coarse actually, Sue. As you can see, it does get quite long. It is quite long, but it is quite wiry when you do touch it. So yeah, they're not the smoothest animals in the world, smoothest or softest animals in the world. Bless them. Good. I'm glad you could hear that, Sam. Yeah, they will. Like I say, they are fairly vocal in that respect. They've got alarm calls and things like that as well, which thankfully they're not doing at the moment. So capybara are classed as least concern, I believe, on the IUCN Red List. Their wild population is doing quite well. Even though they are doing okay, they do still have threats from deforestation and things like that. They are a very easy target for predators and things like that as well. So jaguars especially will take capybara, but I'm sure even things like ocelot, pack of bush dogs would be able to take these guys down as well. So yeah, they are quite an easy prey option for a number of the carnivores of South America. Yeah, if you offer them one end of a carrot, Richard, it'll just be gone, like you say, in 30 seconds. It's a very quick process. They don't mess about, bless them, especially when it comes to carrots. No, they do demolish them, like you say. So these three, Mary, I'll give you a bit of info on these guys. We've got 3 females here. I'm not sure who is who, unfortunately. I don't normally work with these guys, so I'm not sure who is who. But we do have Gertrude, Esmeralda and Catherine. Like I say, unfortunately I don't know which one's which, but they are definitely all girls. They were all born here, and age-wise, Mary, I think these guys are around about 8 years old now. Something along those lines. Maybe even a little bit older than that. So they are getting on a bit now. They are doing quite well, bless them, for their age. But yeah, they are getting on a bit. So yeah, that's a good question, Kate. I think in the wild they kind of just they keep themselves to themselves. I don't think they have too much human interaction really in the wild. I think generally they I've never seen any instances or any stories of human interaction with capybara in the wild, any capybara causing problems and things like that. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Here at the park, as you can see, they're fairly chilled out. They do get a little bit. It depends which individual you're with. Some, as you saw, one of them earlier was quite confident. The other two are a little bit more shy, but they are still fairly confident animals overall. Bless them. Thank you, Tiff. Yeah, so this is Gertrude in front of us, and then Catherine and Esmeralda are the other two. So yes, they are all, I think they're all sisters, so I'm pretty sure, all having been born here, I'm sure they're all siblings. Not sure if they're all from the same litter, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they are all sisters. At least half sisters, definitely. So yes, like I was saying, here at the park we offer them a nice pool, which is down here, which they will be seen swimming in year round. Normally in the summer, but every now and then they will take a winter dip. One day it's supposed to be a bit milder tomorrow, so they might end up in there tomorrow. Yeah, Richard, that's true. So I've seen that people do keep these guys as pets as well. Probably wouldn't recommend it, but I can see why people would. They are basically essentially a big guinea pig, but obviously, the costs escalate in the same way that their size does. So yeah, you definitely have to scale up for that. Yeah, like you say, you need a nice little space for them, and you need a pool and things like that. So yeah, obviously things are different over in America than they are here as well. So yeah, wouldn't recommend it, at least anyway. So yeah, they're quite enjoying the winter sunshine we've got today. No, they're definitely enjoying that. They've been out and about all morning, I think. Quite a lot of the animals today are out sunbathing. The sun is actually quite warm when it's on you today. Ooh. So this is actually quite a good angle to kind of compare with one of the other animals we've got here at the park. We have Patagonian Mara on site as well, who live with our squirrel monkeys, and they are also in the guinea pig family. But they look quite different. They've got much longer ears, much longer legs, and they're less chunky than a capybara. But when you kind of see them, when you see a capybara sat like this, it does look very much like a mara, a chunky mara in that kind of profile. You know, the head shape's about the same, the body positioning's about the same. It is just the fact that those ears are a lot shorter, and the legs are shorter, and they are a little bit more chunky, bless them. So yeah, it's quite a good way to be able to tell that they are in the same kind of family, and that they are quite closely related. Yeah, the Mara are lovely too. I do agree that they are lovely. Not sure if I've got them on the list for M. I can't remember. See that when we get to it. Yeah, so I think Capybara Mara can be found in the same areas in the wild. Okay, Mara are more kind of grasslandy specialists, whereas, like I said, the capybara are more wetland orientated. But I'm sure, you know, ranges do overlap and territories do overlap. I've never seen anything regarding you know, conflict between Mara and capybara, but it doesn't mean to say it doesn't happen. So yes, yeah, they are found in some of the same areas, I think. So yeah, I don't think the range overlaps too much. Capybara are more kind of northern and eastern, I think, South America, whereas Mara are obviously Patagonia, so they're a bit more southeastern. So don't know how much of an overlap there is, but I'm sure there is some. So yeah, if anyone's got any more questions, please feel free to send them in. I will try to answer them for you. Otherwise, we'll call it a day for a moment. For today, with these guys. Just try and we'll go and say hello to someone. Should we come and say hello to you? Hello, madam. I haven't got any food. Sorry. You're wearing half of your breakfast, so. So yeah, they do have their strange little feet, bless them. Like I said earlier, they've got the webbing on their feet, which helps them in their kind of wetland habitats. And other than that, it is kind of a guinea pig foot, just a bit elongated in the toe and things like that. Yeah, so in the wild they'd live in family groups as well, Judith. They'd live in their little family groups. Obviously, individuals would move between groups for mating and breeding and things like that. But yeah, generally they do live in their family groups. We're going to line up. We're going to line up to finish the video. Bless them. Doing an arty shot with the sun in the background there. Yeah, they as soon as they know there's no food about, they're not bothered, bless them. Can't blame them. I'm the same. Right then, guys, I think we will call it a day there. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, as ever. We will be carrying on our alphabet next week with D. So look out for look out for what we'll be doing next week. But yeah, thank you very much as ever for tuning in, guys, and we will catch you again at this time next week. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you then.